Hello everyone, welcome to the tutorial, the famous melody MACK the Knife, which you will find some details in the description. I choose the key of F constant as in the version of Louis Armstrong, which sing in G, but which does not go up by semitones on the last four verses, so that it is easier for you, of course, and I explain all that when we've seen the first two verses. So if you play on an acoustic piano and this tone doesn't suit you, you will have to transpose it as I did it. However, if you have a digital piano, do not hesitate to use the transcription of the one. They are made for that also. Consult the manual. If you don't know how to do it, it will be indicated to you the transpose or transposition chapter. There are so many models, but it's always very simple and above all very useful also for adjusting your voice once you have taken the chords that I'm going to suggest you. Of course, as usual on my channel, you will find in another video under this is a guide, the whole song to help you with the general understanding. So there are many ways to play this song, starting with the easiest of which we'll see in detail and step by step the easiest option that I've chosen for you. So the introduction first is really apocryph. We are going to use the C, the B flat, the A, the G, and we resolve by a C7. You can play just with one hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, and like this, or with both hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, and C7. So let me give you a trick. We are on scale on C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root. I'm talking always in natural scale and in degrees. 1, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the major 7 and the root again. So what I'm saying is you will find always in the semitone below the root the major 7 and semitone below the major 7 the 7. Why? Because as simply as possible from the fifth root, third major, fifth, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3 semitone above the fifth, which is natural fifth. You will find this is a third dominant, that we say a 7, a sun minor dominant. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 semitone above is the third major, 4 semitone above the fifth just. Okay, so you will always find from the root the semitone below the major 7 and semitone below the 7. Of course, it will be not a trick if it doesn't work on all the keys. It works on other keys, of course. So C7, for example, roots and major 5th and 7. So it's only the root which is coming out the reverse or with the third on the top, you see. So bum 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 bum, for example, okay. And then we start to sing. So we didn't play the melody because the melody, we make the melody with our voice. We're on a voice piano. And we play the chords, the harmony with your right hand and the bass with our left hand, So we are on the key of F. So let's have a look first on the key of F. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth degrees, it's an alteration. I mean, it's A sharp or B flat. The fifth, the sixth, the major 7 and root. Okay. So, oh, the shark. We start on the third major. So, oh, the shark. So we saw the bows, and we have 1, 2, 4, 6 verses. So the first, the two first one are on the same keys, and we play everything on the same keys on the A6. But I will show you on G, yes, or there you see halftone by semitone by semitone. But we are staying on the F6. Okay, so roots, third major, fifth, and the sixth. We have F, A, C, and D. So, oh, the shark as we play in ballad first. It will be the most simplest. Pretty, pretty cities dear. So G minor 7. Root position or with the reverse, the 7 is coming on the bottom. It's up to you. You make your choice. You know, it's some option. So let's have a look on the scale of G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root. Wow, that's the beast. So roots and minor, fifth and seventh. So we have G, B flat, D, and F. So you can use like this or like that. You see all those reverse. You make your choice. And sometimes you can instead of the root, you can play the 9 if you want, or to make a changement. It's up to you. So all the song as from the start. Pretty tears, dear, and he show them. And then now I carry on C7, okay, G, B flat, C, E, pearly white, F6 again, okay, and now just a jack. You can play the A minor 7 like this or like that, You see that all reverse. Scale of A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 measures, 7 roots and minor, 5th and 7. Just a jack. So we have A, C, E, and G. Jackknife as, so A flat diminished 7. Very easy. So let's have a look how to build a F flat diminished 7 from the A flat. On scale first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 measures of a root. From the A flat 7, we keep the root in place, root set 5th and 7. We diminish the 3rd by a semitone, the 5th semitone below, and the 7th semitone below. So we have A flat, B, D, and F. So from the A minor, just a jackknife, and then A flat diminished 7 as my heels dear. And we go back to the G minor, or like this or like that, and he keeps it out of sight. Okay, C7 again and F6. That's the first verse, and all the 6 the other one. That's only the lyrics change. So let's have a look again from the start. Introduction. So the shark as in ballad. You can doubling the bass if you want, but if it's too hard, I didn't have the largest N, you see, but you can catch the both. But if it's too hard, you play just only one note like this. Oh, the shark as in ballad like this. Pretty tears, dear, G minor 7. Okay, and trying to avoid all those fingers. You have a good point of view from the top. Okay, and he shows them C7, pearly white, F6. Just a jackknife, A minor 7, like this or like that, jackknife or like that. Okay, as my F flat diminished 7, as my keys dear, G minor 7, and he keeps it. C7 out of sight, F6. So and now let's have a look at the other option. It's to play with a little bit of rhythm, like I'm showing you in the guide. One in four times. One first at the root. We're going to use the root and the 5th, and we reverse the 5th. So if you don't know perfectly your scale, I will show you just only the 2 notes that you need. Okay, so F and C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 5th in a major mode or in a minor mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will be exactly the same thing. So I mean, we keep the root in place, and the 5th we return the 5th. So in this case, it will be the C. So 1, 2, 3. So the root, the chord, the 5th reverse, the chord again, and the root. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the root, chord, 5th reverse, chord again, and root again. So and now in time, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then add the speed, bump, 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 and you decide the speed. You should decide the speed. You see? So you decide, but first you can start very slowly in slow motion. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, on the F6. So let's have a look now in detail what notes we should use with our left hand with the chords. Okay, so all the chant as, so F with C on F6, pretty tears on the G minor, G and D, tears, D, and he show them, and then C7, C and G, pearly white, F6 again, okay, and now just a jackknife, so A minor, A with E, jackknife, and on the A flat diminished 7, normally on the scale of A flat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's the fifth, you see, but we have diminished the fifth on the from the D sharp to D, so we return. We didn't use the fifth, but the flat 5. Okay, so A flat and the flat 5 that the D it's become the D. Okay, as mine is, okay, G minor again, G and D is dear. You see, you can, instead of the root, sometimes you can play the 9 or like this, like that, or like that. It's up to you, that the different color you decide. And he keeps it. You can make the mix, you see the both. And he keeps it. C7, so C and G, out of sight, F6 again. So and now in time with this position, okay. Oh, le chant, pretty tears dear, and he showed them pearly white, just a jackknife as mighty ill, sorry dear, and he keeps it out of sight. Second verse, when the Shabbat in ballad with his tears dear, okay, G minor 7, scaled below C7, start to spray F6, fancy gloves, and there, where's all my kills dear, G minor 7, okay, so there's not a trace, C7 or rain. And now with the rhythm, when the shark bite in slow motion, with his teeth dear, so G and D, scarlet billows, okay, on the G minor 7, and then C7, C with G, start to spray F6, so we have F and C, fancy glove, A minor 7, A with E, glove zoom, and then on the A flat diminished 7, A flat and D, where's all my L, so G minor 7 again, or 9, okay, G and D, there's not a trace, C7, C and G, over A. And now that's a moment we have done the two first verses. So you have the choice. If you want, we are stay on the F6 on this key, but in the version, for example, of Bobby Darin, a lift over for 1, 2, 3, and 4 semitone on each verse. So let me show you how it's look. Okay, on the so we begin on F. Okay, if we lift a semitone below on F sharp. Okay, on the and then up again on G6. Blah, blah, blah. And now on the A flat 7. Okay, on the A. Of course, we are on the scale of A. Okay, on the A flat, on G, or on F sharp. Okay, so bam, 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 F sharp 6. Okay, and go back to A6. Okay, so bam, bam. Okay, oh, bam, 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 oh, bam, 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 oh, bam, 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 oh, bam, 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 bam. Then if you start on the G and you want to lift to 2 tones above, of course you carry on. Okay, bam, 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 on the B flat, and you finish on B6 with the scale of B. Bam, 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 bam. See? Okay. On B6, for example, on B6, on the E, it will be E flat minor 7. On the B7 after. You see, I mean, you decide it will be not really easy for the beginners. So I mean, I prefer to stay on the F6 like Louis Armstrong, but Louis Armstrong stay in G. For example, the champagne, pretty teeth dear, and he showed them pearly white, just a giant line. Sorry, as all my kids, babe, and it keeps it out of sight. You see, and so you decide, but me, I prefer to stay. But if you have a keyboard, you change a numeric keyboard. You change the key without to need it to play in the Fs. If you want to play on G, let's have a look. We have neutral position here. We lift 1 tone. Okay, so 2 semitone above, and now I'm playing in F, but it will be in G. The shark eyes, but it is dear. You see, if I'm cancel the lift, I'm playing on G. You hear? We are on the G. But if I come back on F, see, this is really easy for the beginners to use that, and it's really interesting. Okay, so carry on the F. Okay, on the sidewalk, F6. Okay, Sunday morning, G minor 7, lies a body, C7, using life, F6. Someone sneaking, A minor 7, A flat diminished 7, round that corner, G minor 7. And that someone, C7, mark the knife, F6. And now with the rhythm, oh, the sidewalk, Sunday morning, G minor 7, lies a body, C7, using line, F6, someone sneaking, A minor 7, A flat diminished 7, round that corner, G minor 7, and that someone, C7, mark the 9, and F6 again. So the fourth verse, from a tugboat F6 in ballad, by the river G minor 7, a cement bags C7, dropping down F6, and the Siemens A minor 7, A flat diminished 7 all the way, dear, G minor 7, but you MACK heels, C7 again, back in town, F6, and now with the rhythm, from a tugboat, by the river, cement bags, dropping down, and the Siemens all the way, dear, but you MACK heels, back in town, F6, okay, the fifth, Louis Miller disappeared, dear, after, in ballad, after Louis Miller disappeared, dear, G minor 7, after drying out, C7, all his cash, F6, and MACK heels, A minor 7, spin like A flat diminished 7, like a sailor, G minor 7, like this, like that, like this, or 9, up to you. Did how boys do, and now C7, something rash, F6, and the last, with the rhythm, Louis Miller, with the rhythm, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, Louis Miller, disappear, dear, G minor 7, after drying out, C7, all these cash, F6, and MACK heels, span, A minor 7, A flat diminished 7, like a sailor, G minor 7, did all boys do, C7, something rash, F6, and the last verse, Susie Towndry, F6, Jenny Diver, G minor 7, Lotelenia, Sweet Lucy Brown, not Georgia Brown, Lucy Brown, sorry, F6, okay, oh, the line falls, all I see like that, line falls, A minor 7, A flat diminished 7, on the right, dear, G minor 7, all that MACK heels, back on the third, on the 6th of the C, the A, back in the F major 7, or F6 if you want, and now with the rhythm, okay, Susie Towndry, Jenny Diver, Lotelenia, Sweet Lucy Brown, on the line phone, on the right, dear, now that MACK is back in town, and then if you want to finish, it's a suggestion, we can use F sharp 9 like this, and is it bam bam, F sharp, scale of F sharp, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7, root 9, F sharp 9, okay, 7, root 5th, 7 and 9. So we have G flat, B flat, D flat, E, and A flat, that's the 9, okay? Okay? So A flat, B flat, D flat, E, and A flat. And we're descending a semitone below. See, bam, bam, and we are on the F, root 5th, 7 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root 9. Okay, so we have F, A, C, E flat, and G. Okay, like this. So the last, let's have a look on the last. Susie Town, you can stay on the D, you see, on the 6. Jenny Diver, Lotte Lenya, Sweet Lucy Brown, all the line form, on the right, dear, not that MACK is back in town, and then why, for example, or you can finishing with an arpeggio or like this, as simply as possible. Okay, so I think you have all the tools for to make a so beautiful song, and this is very famous, and everybody know. Could you imagine? She exists since 1928. So it's as simply as possible. You see, so pam ba ba pum ba pam pam. Can play on if you want to make some C on the scale of F, of course. So I hope you enjoy. This song will be inside a playlist that I'm calling Standards, because it's a standards that everybody know. It's a really simple for the beginners, but it's really fun. And you see, you can use the transposition key of inside your numeric piano, or if you want to transpose on the all the keys, but it's not a keys on G. You have only one black notes, but in F sharp, it's not easy keys. You see, that's we have 5 black notes on the G, just only one, but on the A flat, we have 4 black notes. You see, so and on A we have 3, 1, 2, 3. We have those 3 black notes. It's not really easy. And on the B, that's 5th. You see, we have all those 5 black notes. It's not easy like on F. Just only one. Really easy. So if you have the curiosity to explore all the content on my channel, you will discovering my passion for the bossa nova. You will find a playlist I've dedicated to Carlos Tom Jobim, of course, the King, Vinicius de Moraes, Toquinho, and the largest playlist that I've dedicated to the Latin song. Inside is Chico Buarque, Carlos Lira, and a lot of so fantastic composer that I've really appreciate since a long time. And another one completely different that I've dedicated to Michel Legrand, the other patient of my life. And check it out, the transposition key, especially on all those songs, because you know, he wrote for Barbara Streisand, and I didn't have the voice of Barbara Streisand, and it changed all the time of the keys, and it's really interesting. But I should try to make to resolve the equation as simply as is possible, to play on the that I should sing first for to make the guide. It's not a performance for me, of course. I'm not only I'm not an artist, but I mean, and I try to make the really good compromise between easy keys as is possible for the beginners, and I should try and to avoid to use the transposition key. It's and when I'm prepared all my tutorials, I'm with my paper pen, and I try to make the best compromise. So thank you very much for sharing the passion, and I hope to see you again on my channel, and enjoy the words, and I tell you bye bye. Thank you very much for your attention.